There is something about trains, big and small.
When I was a little boy, my dad would take me around and see the real trains.
The power, the beauty, the freedom they represent. For Kevin Huggins, collecting, building, designing is more than just a hobby. It's a big part of his life.
Everything is out of my head. I can visualize everything and I can build it that way too. So there's no special tools or anything. I can see something and I know exactly how it's going to turn out.
How this has kept his life on track as we take you to the heart of his story. So as the train goes by, I have to ask you, who are you and what do you do?
I'm Kevin Huggins and I work at a grease recycling plant in Morrison, Illinois.
And this is your hobby?
Yes, it is.
When were you first introduced to trains?
When I was a little boy, my dad would take me around and see the real trains.
In 1972, he got his first model train set. But it was a life challenge that added the real steam to what he would go on to build.
When I got sober in '97, I lost my license for 3 years, and I found that they made these large-scale trains. So I came outside and landscaped the yard, and it all went from there.
So trains became your therapy of sorts?
Yes, absolutely.
What did it do? What did it give you?
Peace and serenity at times and aggravation on other times. So, yeah.
And you just kept growing?
Kept growing. First it went out in the backyard, and then it came around the house. Then it just expanded more into the backyard. And this is a second generation around the house. It was originally a single track line, and then it followed the contour of the property, and I wanted to raise it up the way it is now to get rid of that grade on each side of the house.
And now, once a year for 20 years, he's opened it up for everyone to see. And thousands have done just that.
Well, 2 or 3 years into it, then somebody suggested I should have an open house. So it started out very small, but every year it averages about 150 to 200 people at a gathering.
And what do they say when they come see this for the first time?
Very impressed. They can't get over it. Pictures don't do justice. To see it firsthand is the only way to really see it.
Oohs and ahs?
Yes.
Generations?
Many.
I mean, for a lot of kids these days, right? Because a lot of people grew up with these, but a lot didn't in the past, 30, 40 years?
Sure.
So this may be the first time they ever seen a train
I
set.
think so. Trains are not commonplace like when we were kids. Train sets, that's what I'm saying. But there's Thomas out there, the Thomas the tank engine, and the kids follow that, and I have a Thomas running on my open house, so that they see that and then they see this. And some of them eventually want to get into model railroading. So.
And you might be using your talents to light a spark.
Yep, absolutely.
What is the feeling, if you can express it, that you get when you sit there and watch your work go by?
It gives me a great feeling because I used to just throw my money away. Now I actually can see what I purchase and everything, and I have something to show for it today.
And you're building this setup. I mean, there's a real talent to the engineering behind it.
Yeah, I've had a lot of people come here that are very educated and they want to see the blueprints and everything, but it's impossible. Everything is out of my head, and I can visualize everything, and I can build it that way too. So there's no special tools or anything. I can see something and I know exactly how it's going to turn out.
And I assume you're going to be sitting out here in a rocking chair someday, still watching your trains.
Well, it may happen. We'll see. Yeah, I don't know what to say about that. I just take it one day at a time.
One day, one train at a time.
Yep, exactly.
If you like this story, please subscribe, share with a friend. Help us keep chugging along on our journey to take you to the heart of the story. Thanks to our sponsors supporting people going after their dreams and living life to the fullest. Blackhawk Bank and Trust, Peterson Plumbing, and Morrison Community Hospital.